Hey, you guys, it's Aya from A Wild Pilot Journey, and today will be episode 16. I missed this week session because the planes were maintenance. So apparently, they're every 100 hours, the planes have to be maintained. So they only had one plane supposedly available to fly. So they canceled my midweek appointment because that plane wasn't there. Anyway, so today I had one Saturday I had a early morning 7:30 flight actually. And it was a bit cloudy. Supposedly today is a rainy day, but when I went there it wasn't that bad. And while we were up in the air, there was a cloud and we didn't know if it's going to be VFR, meaning that I can, as a student pilot, um, I can maneuver or be in the air when it's cloudy, or you have to have a certain instrument certificate, which the structure has, but you have to have a certain instrument certificate to fly in times that are cloudy or the visibility is not 100% or whatever it is. So yeah, so but it was just cloudy for a little bit and then it just dissipated. So I we were able to continue our whatever I was practicing, which is trying to keep myself in the right altitude and the right speed when landing. So I'm practicing landing right now in traffic pattern, meaning, um, yeah, being able to hold my altitude at a certain, hold the altitude at a certain range when I'm trying to land. So it was not easy because um, you got to make sure that when you arrive next to land, you're at a certain height, so altitude. I kept fucking it up a bit, but I landed three times, which was good. The third one was much easier. I find it that I find that my yeah, I find it that as a new student, we want to control the plane so much. And I think the more you get more competent and more confidence in being able to maneuver a plane, you don't control it that much. So the plane doesn't move that much and you're over controlling the plane. So that's what I found myself today. Um, I think it was a I didn't I was so busy trying to figure out the rectangular way or whatever the traffic pattern that I didn't have a very much of a chance to like even enjoy myself and looking out and stuff. I mean, I had to look out because that's flying. But this lesson was more like really intensely focusing. So I'm glad I was able to fly because I was like, oh my God, is it gonna be rainy? And then I can't fly, but I did that, getting closer a little bit to being able to understand how to land in a way that doesn't that is smooth and correct. Um, my taxiing, which was uh, struggling, is much better. I can brake. My feet are getting used to my brakes and stuff like that. Um, what else? Yeah, at one point I felt again my feet was trembling and I'm not sure what that was. Could be I was anxious about this whole maneuvering thing because it's pretty intense focus um landing and taking off. I think that's the hard ones, landing and taking off. So yeah, and focusing on also in being in contact with tower control or that kind of stuff. So that was not easy. And I wasn't able to actually do it. I'm glad the instructor did it for me, keeping up with the tower because we were trying to um, practice the same pattern of how to land in the airport next to a lake. So we're not right there in the airport. And so we did that, well, because you're close to the airport, you have to keep contact all the time with tower and tell them what you're doing. So I'm looking down to see what he wrote down that we did was ground reference maneuvers. We did traffic patterns. We did stay in the runway, I guess that's what he said. Yeah, staying in the runway and practicing a bit more on um practicing a bit more on again traffic pattern, just the basics, to be honest. Huh. I feel I'm tired. Um so yeah, that's pretty much the report of what I did this lesson. How do I feel? I feel tired. Today was really tiring. And I think it was a good practice. Oh, I had another instructor in the plane with me. So she was giving me good advice too, like suggestions too, in the not while we were flying, but in the end, she's like, yeah, the third landing felt like a little more intuitive and more you were like getting it. And I think that's true. Um, I think that, again, like I'm over controlling the plane and that makes the plane move too much or like as opposed to and I'm over controlling it because I'm trying to like one of the things is when you're landing, you want the nose down and I'm trying to make sure that the nose doesn't go down too much because then your speed starts speeding up too much. So anyways, figuring it all out has not been easy. That's been for today. Um, Thank you for following my journey. And if you have any recommendations or comments, leave them there. Yeah, I hope to see you in the next um in the next in the next session episode.